I don't know who needs to hear this, but you are meant to be a disruptor on this planet. That word disruptor was just coming through so strongly yesterday because you carry this light, this frequency, this energy that naturally shakes things up in the collective. And this is a divine shakeup. This is a realignment taking place on a planetary level that you are a huge part of in your own unique way. And for some reason, I really just felt that this video needed to start there, regardless of where things go from here. I do have some of the cards set out, so we may be pulling some cards. We will just see how the messages flow here. But if you do want to contribute your energy in a stronger way to this reading, to help me pick up more easily on your vibration and channel more specifically for you, then I do recommend subscribing to the channel. Join our beautiful community of like-minded, conscious, creative beings here on YouTube. Now, I'm going to go ahead and start shuffling, but another message that was coming through really strongly is it's actually a compliment to be rejected from spaces, places, relationships, environments, etc., of darkness. And when I say darkness, I'm not talking in terms of morality, right versus wrong, in that kind of black and white way of thinking. I'm actually talking about consciousness versus unconsciousness. The unconsciousness in this case representing the darkness because it's our shadow self. It's the unaware self. And what I'm getting is your energy right now is really, really triggering to people, things, environments, etc., that carry a lot of shadow. And what I was picking up, and maybe I'm just speaking to a small group here, but whoever you are, if you found this video because recently you were, I'm hearing denied entry. I don't know why those words are coming up. Maybe this is literal. Maybe you were not allowed to go somewhere literally or to do something in the physical world. Maybe this was a place, a space, a group that denied your entry, denied your presence. Maybe this is in terms of love or romance or some kind of opportunity that you were considering. And this thing or this person didn't want to connect with you or rejected you in some sense. And maybe initially you felt some of that natural human hurt from that rejection. I feel this is meant to be a message from your guides. If that has happened to you recently or has been happening in your reality, know that your energy is so powerful that people, things, groups, organizations, environments that live in a lot of unconsciousness are quite literally afraid of your energy because you are an illuminator. You will naturally bring their shadow into the light. So for example, if you were rejected from a job recently, maybe you applied for something and it didn't go through or it was rejected, know that this can actually be because that system subconsciously, again, this isn't really conscious, but subconsciously, it rejects one who carries so much light, who has the ability to illuminate so much, because maybe that organization is carrying a lot of secrets or a lot of shadow that it doesn't want exposed. So it has its own kind of groupthink energy that rejected your energy as the illuminator because there's this subconscious awareness that your light would illuminate a lot within that organization or company that they may not want brought to light. Again, this is a very hyper-specific example, but you'll see this in all different kinds of organizations, groups of people, places, environments, and even in singular types of relationships, one-on-one relationships, like in love and romance and friendship. you will find that people will unconsciously be triggered by you if they are trying to hide something internally, either from others or from themselves, because naturally in your presence, it's inevitable that shadow is going to come to light. On the other side of this equation, it's also a blessing to be rejected in these scenarios because it keeps you in alignment with your highest path and purpose. And I'm getting a message that recently there have been times where your guides have blocked you from entering some kind of room, some kind of environment. Maybe intuitively you just suddenly felt very off about something and couldn't explain why. That was your guides telling you that something about that environment, that opportunity, that connection that you were about to enter was not actually in alignment with your personal highest good and your highest potential. And I'm hearing your guides say, let me show you something better. Often these moments where you feel rejected are actually forms of divine realignment in your life that may not become clear until later on, because I'm getting this sense of you being on a very protected path, a path that is so protected that at times you aren't even aware of how protected you are at a conscious level, meaning things might happen where people just ghost you or disappear from your life, or opportunities suddenly seem to just evaporate or reject you or feel off to you. All of these types of things can occur to one like you who has a very rare frequency and a very rare mission and purpose on this planet, which again is to be the illuminator, to be the disruptor in this world. So I'm going to go ahead and be pulling some cards here. I'm opening up the reading so that cards can come out related to anything in your life. So if you do have an intention, even outside of what we've been talking about here, feel free to transmit that intention by either typing it in the comments or just thinking it to yourself. So based on the intentions that I'm receiving from people here, what else can I channel? Yeah, we have the hostilities card. I feel like I'm picking up on a collective that is triggering a lot within others that's been kept beneath the surface because they're internally conflicted. I'm hearing cognitive dissonance. Often when it comes to you, people have this sense of cognitive dissonance because on one level, they admire you, they feel drawn to you, they want to connect with you. On the other level, they sense that you are illuminating things within them that they may not be ready to see. And what I'm hearing is for a while, many of these individuals were able to kind of keep you on the back burner of their life. So you could kind of loosely be connected in the physical world, but they wouldn't really have to fully commit to either having you fully in their life and being fully, in a sense, illuminated from the inside out by this energy, or removing you or being removed from your life completely. They didn't have to choose in the past, but really the time's up on this with patience in the reverse position. I know this is a strange way of saying it, but I'm almost getting the sense of your guides or your higher self, however you conceptualize those spiritual forces guiding your life. I almost get the sense of them getting impatient with people in your life who were kind of taking some of your time, taking some of your energy, your focus that you could have been really placing back into your beautiful self, into your visions, your dreams, taking some of that energy, but then not fully committing to everything that connecting with you entails. It's like people were trying to be very lukewarm about being in your life. And that's really just not how connecting with you works. Because again, you carry this really, really intense frequency that can't be connected with in a lukewarm way. I'm hearing like you're either all in or you're not, in the sense that to be in your life, someone has to be willing to really value you and to reciprocate with you, because I'm hearing you're very selective about the people you have in your life. And that's the kind of energy that you give to those people. So with patience reversed, it's almost like the time is up on these connections that were trying to stay in your life and take some of your energy, but not fully commit to the level of introspection and inner growth that connecting with you on a continuous basis requires out of them. So now I feel like people are being pushed to make a choice. So don't be surprised if certain people in your life suddenly went radio silent, because in actuality, they have been pushed to that choice. They're being disconnected from you in essence until they make the choice that they are going to connect with you in a way that's balanced, that's reciprocated, and that involves them being on this inner healing journey, this inner growth and introspection journey within themselves as well. With cornucopia upright, I feel a lot of energy returning back to you. So while you might be noticing that certain people, things, or energies around you have been triggered, it's almost like you yourself are in this super powerful manifestation mode where suddenly you might find all this newfound energy, passion, motivation. If you don't feel this yet, expect this to happen soon. Because I see all of that energy that you were giving to these non-reciprocated people or situations now being returned back to you. And you are now able to focus that energy in a more pure, powerful way that is going to bring astounding results, or may already be doing that for some of you listening. I just see this really powerful momentum building because you are channeling your focus in a stronger way. I'm hearing people who are trying to access you through the same channels aren't going to be able to. I feel like there are people who maybe used to have some kind of access to your energy without needing to go all in. And maybe you revoked that access. So for example, maybe you made some of your online social media accounts private. Maybe you blocked certain people. Maybe you just chose to privatize some of your life, meaning to share less of your life and to focus more on yourself. Or maybe that's happening even in conversations where you've just not felt interested in sharing certain aspects of your life with certain people because you're more interested in refocusing that energy on building your dreams, building your vision, and investing in relationships that are actually showing up for you and supporting you in a really genuine way. And again, I feel like that's very triggering to people around you who feel this loss of access, but to you, this is actually really empowering. It's allowing you to manifest, I'm hearing, exponentially faster. And if you really want to lock in this frequency, I recommend typing the affirmation in the comments section. I am manifesting my dreams in life. Because I feel like that really centers your attention on focusing all of that beautiful, powerful energy back into yourself. So again, you can type in the comments, I am manifesting my dreams in life, or some variation of that, whatever feels right for you, whatever feels aligned for you. So let's go ahead and reshuffle the cards here. Also, if you do really want to fast track the manifestation of your heart's desires in life, in connection with your highest timeline, then I really recommend my Highest-Vibrational Timeline Subliminal meditation from my app, Sound and Soulful. This is my most powerful subliminal I've ever created in the app, in my opinion. And I say that just because since I've started using it myself the last few weeks on a daily basis, I've noticed radical shifts in my own motivation, my energy levels, my confidence, and I'm seeing that show up very quickly in my life as well. So something about this subliminal seems to be working much more quickly and effectively for me. And I know many of you have noticed that just in terms of the kind of content I've been putting out on the channel. You've seen the shifts in my content even just in the last week and how quickly we are building this momentum here as a community. And again, I really attribute that to incorporating this one specific subliminal that I just created recently. So if you do want to try it out for yourself and you already have the app, you can add it to your playlist just by searching it within the app using the search feature. If you don't yet have the app, I really recommend downloading it. I have over 130 subliminals in the app for every area of life, for love, relationships, soul connections, mind power, mood, manifestation, money, business, and so much more. So there's so much to explore in the app. Subliminals are such a powerful way to deeply reprogram your subconscious mind and manifest in your life. So If you do want to try them out, you can do so by creating a 7-day free trial account in the app. And the link to do that is in the pinned comment and description box underneath this video. Okay, so what else can I channel for our beautiful collective tuned in here today? Well, once again, I reshuffled the whole deck and then pulled the cornucopia card again, which, by the way, since this is the number 11 card, it's almost like we pulled the numbers 11, 11, which could be a massive synchronicity for some. So let's talk about what you are manifesting as you focus your energy in this more powerful way that we've been describing, as you really return all of that energy back to you that in the past you may have been kind of diverting externally. Well, first of all, what you're manifesting is happening through an unconventional route. It's naturally, well, getting back to that idea of you being a disruptor, an illuminator, it's naturally disrupting long-standing ways of doing things. And that is such a powerful thing because you are paving the way for others to do things in their own unconventional way as well. I'm hearing trust your unconventional dreams or ways of doing things. I almost feel like you've had people or sources who may be labeling themselves as experts or maybe seen as experts traditionally, telling you, almost like planting limitation on you, like trying to check you, trying to tell you, well, you're not really an expert in this, or you really may not have the skill to do this, or too much time has passed for you to do this. Whether they're saying this or just implying it, I feel like you may have people pretending to I say pretending, they may be considered to be experts, but here's the thing. They are experts in an old world and you are experts in a new world, and the new world is here. It's all around us. We've already shifted dimensions. The new world is here. You are not bound by the conventions of an old world that you never belonged in and were never meant to belong in anyway. Trust your unconventional ideas, visions, ways of doing things, because these are going to be the exact powerful routes and pathways that manifest exactly what you've been desiring here. I feel like you just don't need anyone's permission to go for this or to really believe in yourself or to do this in your own beautifully unique way. With the 4 of coins in the upright position, let me get a clarifier. Yeah, the conflict being generated with the 5 of wands is coming from people who are trying to hold on to some kind of sense of control over you, control over themselves. Maybe you make them feel out of control. I feel like these are the energies that could be in a state of internal conflict or generating conflict in their connection to you if you do have some kind of physical connection with them. But with the 2 of wands, I see that this represents 2 pathways. You've already made your choice. You are vibrating in this higher energy, but the people who are feeling internally conflicted are going to have to make their own choice. And they will be able to make that choice, whether they're going to align with a higher energy, let go of that need to control. And in doing so, I see them being able to connect with you potentially more consistently, or whether they're going to keep trying to cling on to an old world and to a past version of you and even a past version of themselves that is now outdated. So, wow, what a beautiful reading. I feel like this is really just a reading explaining in terms of energy how powerfully you are impacting the planetary collective at this time. So I hope this provided you with a bit of encouragement along your journey. If anything here did connect, I would love to hear from you in the comments. You can also follow me on Instagram at Magnetize Yourself. And of course, if you haven't yet, I would love to have you subscribed here on the channel as well. And if you do want to incorporate the highest vibrational timeline Subliminal into your daily manifestation routines, I will be leaving all the information on that in the pinned comment and description box. Otherwise, have an amazing remainder of your day, and I will connect with you here again in the next video.